The next one is this one. Look at the gold. Money, probably. Money, success, confidence, whatever you value. Read, let's call that read, indicates that you are about to begin either a physical or inner journey. Be mindful of your inner balance, which reflects the natural state of equilibrium between heaven and earth. Get in tune with nature's rhythm, which helps you to align with your true self. The journey is always about who you are, your authentic self. The union or spiritual trinity of the inner male, female, and child. Allow the heartbeat of heaven and earth to become one within your heart. Feel the cosmic waves hold on to you while you let go. Trust. This is getting into the rhythm. You know, we have this stagnation. And remember, the beginning of this reading came out with the 2 soulmate cards, the truth and integrity about your soulmate, you know, who you're bringing in. Truth is, if any of the people before this were a fit, they'd still be here. They served a purpose and you served a purpose for them. There's nothing wrong with the others. Now, if you're pulling in and drawing and about ready to enter a relationship, a soulmate relationship, whether it's a business partnership or a truer connection with yourself, because your one true soulmate is yourself, then things are really coming into alignment. Because remember, you know, left out in the cold, sort of feeling isolated, maybe a little lonely, a little disconnected. And then you started to get some flow, like in the matters of romance or social or even money and finance and career. You started to get some momentum, some flow, and really hit your flow. And now you're on fire. Like you got up on that peak, you got up on that plateau. You know, maybe you're dating, maybe you really starting to feel your confidence now. Maybe you're dating somebody for a little bit of time now. And then you have this. Now find the true balance of it all. Get in tune with it, like really tune in with it. And we have 2 more cards under here, Frigg and but I don't think those are part of it because they're just behind there. So your authentic self, the union or spiritual trinity of the inner male. This is about, you know, truth and integrity with your soulmate. That came full circle. Like, is this a relationship or a union that you are being your true self? You know, warts and all. That's not saying you'll never work on yourself or there's nothing wrong or nothing to fix or nothing, you know, ever. The truth is, where you are right now is exactly where you're supposed to be, or you'd be somewhere else. So when you have acceptance about that, then I feel like you can breathe more truth into your own heart and vibrate and radiate just even more, more truthfully. And when you have that, your fire can really be stoked at just the right amount. You know what I mean? You don't have an overinflated ego and you're out sleeping around with everybody calling that passion or whatever. And you didn't blow your whole fire out where, you know, you don't, you know, have, you know, any desire to meet somebody. These are, in this group or this collective listening, this is a group of people who know the value in taking the time to go inward. And maybe you didn't relish in the in-between times and the quiet times at first, but then you kind of like hit the peace after the fight or flight went out, you know what I mean? Fight or flight turned off and you hit the peace, like, okay, where am I floating to? You know, it is kind of pretty in the sky, you know, like noticing the goodness of the void, the in-between time, the quiet time. And then like, you know, like I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling, you know, better than I have in a while, you know. These are really beautiful cards. With this big lead on soulmate, you know, the one true soulmate is yourself. And, you know, the person coming in is someone, you know, the soulmate with the truth and integrity. This is a soulmate coming in who is in alignment with these things. This is a person who has taken time to be alone, who has, you know, really good self-acceptance, you know, kind of, I don't care if they're 20 pounds overweight. I don't care if they have acne. I don't care if they're, you know, like they started over in a new career. Them, core shining out. This is someone who is perfectly imperfect. You know what I mean? Like they're in a really good place. They've hit a flow in their own life, in their own soul path. And they're feeling on top of the world. They're feeling good. They're feeling on top of the world. So you got a good thing coming in, and I think for most of you, you're also like getting there with this, you know, at least sometimes once in a while you're hitting that flow, you know, like that sweet spot in your own energy, in your own heart space. As a person in the healing arts, it's a beautiful thing for me to witness and be a participant in the facilitation. Those were professional words, weren't they? And yeah, I'm really enjoying seeing all the changes and transformation and all of the integration happening. Yeah, and even I'm sad I don't see my people because I know they're off like doing their things, you know what I mean? Some of them. This is a beautiful time. It's a beautiful time, and I'm happy for you. Good luck.